All right, Coach, you had 2 matches today, but we'll talk about this most recent one. You played number 1 Jamestown. So what are your thoughts overall in the match?
I don't know, man. I'm normally not one, to struggle with what to say or think about a match, but yeah, it's such a balancing right now of, obviously we just showed we can play with literally anybody in the country. That's last year's national champs and preseason number 1, and we had them on the ropes. We absolutely had them on the ropes, but you want to be proud of that, but you also want to balance it with, if we're going to be a big boy, we can't be satisfied with that. So there's this really interesting dichotomy right now as a coach and as a team, how you deal with that loss. Because taking number 1 in the country to 5, the gym was rocking. This is where everybody's eyes are this weekend in the NAIA, and that's awesome for OLLU. That's awesome for OLLU. But yeah, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to hug him, but I'm going to tell him, don't be satisfied. You could have won that match, so let's fix the things we need to fix. But overall, exactly the type of stuff we wanted when we invited these teams down here. We're honored that they came to our place, and it's been an incredible couple of days of volleyball. We got one more tomorrow.
And the comeback fell just short, but who are some of your standout players in this Jamestown match?
Cammie was so good this match because, in the previous couple of matches, she was taking a little too much on her shoulders. And, you saw her just hit so much smarter against literally one of the best blocking teams in the country. And, she beat them with her brains and just what she was doing. And it was really good to see her come there. And her serve was pretty darn consistent. I know everybody's like, oh, she's missing serves. But, man, when she's missing them by a foot on the end line and she's still at 75%, we're going to go with that, and that's awesome. So I thought she played a really, really nice match. I thought Jules played a good match in the back row. Tina was rock solid this match. So you could literally find moments for everybody today. And then Dorsey's numbers aren't going to jump off the board as like huge kills or hitting percentage, but that kid just played 5 rotations on the right, or played 6 rotations on the right side. And Jamestown knows, man, when you've got a stud, you go after her. She probably passed more than half the balls they served at us. So to see her grit it out too, big kudos.
And the first match was against Loyola, and that was a tough 3-set match.
Yep.
So as a team overall, what did you like about the improvements from that match going into Jamestown?
Mentality. We fought hard against Loyola, but we played not real brilliant. We kind of hit into a big block, and it was like this expectation that somebody's going to roll over if we make a nice play. And, now tonight you just saw we were like, it's a rock fight. It's a rock fight. Lots of long rallies and just keep battling. We weren't pouting or feeling sorry for ourselves when the first ball didn't go down.
All right, thank you, Scott.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Okay, Coach, a tough one against Wesleyan tonight. What were your thoughts?
That's tough. Tough is the right word. We held a top 25 team under 100 hitting percentage. Almost every stat on that line says we should have won that match. And honestly, when you watch that match, Wesleyan's good. They're really good, and they stepped it up in the 4th, but I honestly thought we played better than them for about 70% of that match. And I think their coaches would say the same thing. And man, they gritted it out, and we just had some untimely errors. But man, it's hard to not get a result when you play that hard, that well, and we did so many things that we've been talking about. And yeah, so that's a heartbreaker, and it's a tough one to respond to because it's like, okay, what now? But God, we're close. We are so close. We catch 3 more lines instead of 1 foot out, and we're probably happy as heck that we won that match. That's sports, that's life, that's volleyball. So I guess that's why we do this thing.
What do you think about Mia Francis? That might have been one of the best games of her career.
No doubt about it. Everybody knew it. The big deal is, getting those impressive kills when, it's a surprise that she's getting the ball is one thing, but everybody in the gym knew she was getting the ball, and she was still putting the ball away. And her mix of shots, I know she's a high flyer and drops some bombs, but some of the off-speed stuff, some of the crossbody stuff, she's really coming into her own and knowing when to do what, and so proud of her.
What can you take now that the tournament's over leading into next weekend?
Well, like we said, there's a reason we invited all these ranked and national type teams down here. And, this is the first weekend of the season, and nothing is going to get us better faster than playing this style of competition. So, I'm from an overall standpoint, I'm very happy with the weekend, but obviously it's just sticking in there that we're sitting at 0-4. And, but man, this was some of the best volleyball we've ever had in this gym. Whether it be the teams that came in and some of the ball that we played. So, we're raising the level. And when you're trying to raise the bar, you got to bring this level of competition in. So, no regrets, and we're going to get better because of it.
All right, thank you, Scott.
Appreciate it, Ryan.
The Saints lost 4 matches at the tournament this weekend. They'll play next Friday and host the San Antonio Shindig. For OLLU Saints Network, I'm Ryan O'Keefe.